Chardonnay and E&J.
No, we got both
E&J.
going
I was going to say,
here.
double fisting.
Okay, we're live, everybody.
Everybody, we are live. Welcome to the show. My name is Brian McCarthy. Stage right is Adam Hineker. Stage left is the Hollywood Howard birthday show. He's 75 and he looks like he's 74, but nobody knows that he is the guy that we love, and his name is Howard.
Thank you.
So we had a so welcome to the show. Thank you. If you're listening, obviously it's a podcast. If you're watching, it's a YouTube thing. And you know, all the thing with the thumbs and the like and all that bullshit. Sorry. Those are fucking
The thumbs
dirty.
and the like.
The thumbs and the like. Do your thing.
Yeah.
And so Howard is having some brandy and Chardonnay. And we're having a pizza party. If you should get here, I don't know. Seamless was fucking around earlier, so
right, bad luck with the seamless today.
So I panicked and I ordered from a shout out to San Mateo, which is the highest end. Each one of these pizzas is covered in Rolex watches. Howard, just so you know.
Gold flex.
Yeah, gold flex and chunks of lobster and
Boy,
truffles.
the east side is really different from the west side. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, west side, you're like, oh, little Domino's, little Caesars, and you're done. That's it.
I'm ready.
That's all you need.
They keep it ready.
What? The cheese is frozen. Big deal. Like you can tell. Happy birthday. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Let me just do the bracha.
Salud.
Okay, go ahead.
That's
right. Did you say lump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jew
That's
stuff.
Hebrew. That's Jew talk.
What is? How does that translate
That's some
into?
Jew talk.
Yeah. How does that translate into Christian words?
Right. Can you speak it back in Goy?
Praise
for
be
us?
to the Lord.
Praise be to the Lord. Hashem. Hashem.
And thanks,
Hosanna.
Hashem,
On high.
and thanks for the fruit of the vine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is nice, right?
Do we?
Now we've been doing that for thousands of years.
Sure.
Right, well,
While the oil has been burning the entire time.
let's be honest. In Central Europe, you took about a 7-year break, but you know.
Yeah, but besides that,
right.
But they're back and better than ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
we're
funny.
back, baby.
Let me ask you a question. Can you speak fluent Hebrew?
No.
Okay, but you know the prayers, or at least
some
the Kaddish, as they call it.
Recently, you know what? I went through this whole 75 years drinking a lot of water, which
Okay.
we all do and have to. And I thought, it came to me, it said, there must be a special prayer for water. I mean, it's the most basic element, so on. And there is, and I learned it.
Water everywhere, not a drop to drink.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the water prayer?
Well, when I drink the water later in the show, if I do, I'll do the prayer.
Okay. You don't want to do the prayer without the water.
No. I don't like to do gratuitous.
Bad luck.
prayer
Is
otherwise.
there a this is all things Judaism with Brian
with Rabbi Howard?
Rabbi Howard,
Hollywood.
Rabbi Hollywood Howard. That's kind of redundant, honestly. With
Rabbi Hollywood Howard.
the way they
That's
run
like
Hollywood.
Larry the Cable Guy, health inspector,
It-
kind of.
it's a lot of words.
Rabbi Hollywood
So-
Howard.
It's a mouthful of matzah.
It's Matzah week, by the way. We're in the
Is that right?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the 4th day of Passover
Pesach.
Okay.
out of 8 days.
Mhm.
Nice.
So we're halfway through today, and we're remembering the deliverance from slavery in Egypt.
Always with the
3,000
slavery.
years ago, a long time
Yeah.
ago. Moses. Is the 10 Commandments on this week? It should be on TV.
It was 15 until he
I
dropped
think
one.
it's on TBS.
Yeah.
TCM.
Yeah.
TCM.
My favorite.
There's a famous.
I love
I don't even know. I don't
TCM.
even know what TCM is.
Turner-
It's on television.
Oh,
Turner
Turner.
Classic Movies.
Okay. all
You,
right,
you
okay.
have
Kids
to
don't
have
know
a tube
anything.
television to watch it. It
I
does
probably have it. I've got the Johnny Carson channel.
Then you have the TCM.
I have like so many random. If you ever go through like channels, there's some weird shit on there.
There are thousands of
It
channels.
gets dark.
Yeah, Tubi is the one that I occasionally.
Oh, okay.
Is
Tubi.
there-
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
well, the
there-
Harlem Globetrotters visit the Gilligan's Island
Fucking
people
right.
or
Are
whatever.
there
Right.
adult channels on, like on my tube
Not really.
television? Are there adult channels?
There's probably. I mean, you could jerk
But
off to
not-
anything. Am I right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Could
but
you
I mean-
imagine?
no,
That'd
I
be
mean hardcore.
Yeah.
such a round penetration.
I like the hand. I need
Hardcore.
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 I don't.
Say it, Browns.
Hardcore. Yeah.
Hardcore.
I like when the girls get cum all over their faces. I believe that. I don't know. Are there
That's
like?
I think
channels?
I think one time I just as a goof I looked for adult content on Netflix to see if, but oh, you know what? No, there is
like Red Shoe Diaries.
there
or something?
is like I mean Cinemax isn't a thing, right? But there is
Skinemax.
something.
Skin
I
and
think
Max
when I
is
was
good.
flipping through on like Sling, there's some kind of like After Dark, and it was softcore,
Yeah, I believe that.
like Bikini Car Wash.
And even Netflix will
thing.
show like unrated. You know, you can watch like
Right.
I don't know. There is stuff there. There's nudity on there, but like
Right.
explicit, like
No,
hard.
I
Well,
don't
it
know.
used to be, and this was
Wow,
an
nudity.
this was an industry that I was involved in. There used to be on
Sure,
That's true. You
You're-
were an,
he's
you were
Mr.
an actor
Pay-per-view.
in that.
yeah.
an actor.
You were an actor in those shows.
You were
Well,
male talent.
I got out
You were
of,
male talent in
well,
those films.
I got out of Yale and I took work where I could find work.
Yeah, I
You
know
know
I
what
tell you,
mean?
nobody
I know.
can.
What's a BA degree? I mean,
Yeah.
Nobody
exactly.
can gyrate like this guy.
It's true.
You almost wouldn't even know.
Are there any
No.
films left? Can
I'm
I
co-
see some? Or are
I'm
they all-
coming right now.
He's doing butt
yeah.
kegels.
They used to call me the recalcitrant masturbator by
Mhm.
Brian McCarthy.
Wow.
Yes.
That's very Yale.
Uh-huh.
That must have been the
Thank
Yale
you.
review.
Yep, right in New Haven. Yeah. I would say, you want some clam pizza? Give me a minute.
oh, boy.
Oh,
Wow, that's a
Ugh,
deep
that's
cut. The New Haven
disgusting.
pizza.
That's right.
Yeah.
Charred.
It used to be when you go to a hotel room, you could order like blocks, but for some reason, and this is, I sold I had a distributor.
Blocks of what?
I had a distributor that sold
pornography.
Yes. So
Oh,
what they would do is they would take a title, I don't know, whatever, and they would cut it. They would make like it was called a hotel edit, and they would edit out like the cum shot or a lot of the penetration and stuff. And it was like a softcore version of hardcore porn, but about
you mean for like family hotels and stuff?
yeah, you could gather the kids around, watch an edited version.
Yeah, well, you're like
Like
a
Disney
You're
or porn or
traveling, and you're
Yeah.
staying at a Hilton.
Yeah,
you
this is-
know.
This is where child
that
services.
kind of thing.
I don't stay at those.
This was before
places.
everybody had iPads and
This is where child services would come to your house and they would take your kids in the room and go, "Your father show you porn?" Well, not technically.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
not
right.
Is that a girl
technically-
or a boy?
It's or Mario
What was
Bosco.
It's something kind of in between.
Yeah, exactly. Does it matter if the lights are out? I'll find a hole in you.
Right.
No, but essentially, and this is when it become profitable for me anymore. But they made it where that content is now all just hardcore content. So now
Well,
when
it
you go
should
to,
be.
yes, I agree.
Wait, so on hotel, like on the
Yeah.
Pornovision or whatever, it's real deal. I
Yes.
don't have to.
Now it's like a 5-hour block of.
God, you have to watch the shitty edited version of the Tommy
Well, let's
Tommy
not-
and Pam.
I spent a lot of time editing.
Well,
that
no,
down.
not the Tommy and Pam.
Cut away.
No, you were doing real titles.
Yes,
I,
I was.
thought you were.
He's an auteur.
No,
This
I
guy.
wasn't. You really?
You're
think-
an auteur?
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
a-
you were talented.
I was the producer and the director.
He said, "Let's make a picture,
And-
baby."
yeah, and sometimes caterer.
Ah,
yeah.
Is
Who
that
want-
where the
and amateur
Jocelyn link
fluffer.
comes in?
Who wants a frittata? You girls. Anybody like leaks? Because I got extra leaks.
Did
Don't
you
cut
ever
the-
work-
He would fluff the male talent, but he never invoiced
You
for that
did?
part.
Yeah, and never on camera. And
never.
and usually under duress.
Did you work with Jack Ruby at all in those films?
No. I listen. We all know you turned 75. You don't have to rub it in our faces,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
Jack
Was that
Ruby.
too early for you? Oh yeah.
Jack, too early for you.
No, not too early.
Well, I'm saying like you weren't he wasn't a contemporary of yours.
Of course he was.
For those of you who don't know, Jack Ruby killed Abe Lincoln. Okay, moving forward. Let's just get right into it. By the way, we had a ding.
You know that my cousin
Yeah.
Yakov Yurovsky, distant cousin of my great grandfather, was the assassin of Tsar Nicholas and the Romanov family
Wow.
in the Russian Revolution. Yeah, serious assassin stuff.
he.
Yeah.
Okay.
That stopped the show, didn't
the
it?
Rasputin guy, and
No, not the
No.
Tsar
I know, but Tsar Nicholas, the last,
and his family. last
and the
of
Romanovs,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but so hold on. Your great uncle killed the Tsar or
My-
something?
A cousin of my great grandpa,
Okay.
Yakov Yurovsky.
Yakov Yurovsky. And then how did he shoot him? With a gun?
Yeah,
Okay.
gun.
Like a little pearl handled. Did he have like a pithy saying like this is for the proletariat?
Right.
No, it was in Russian. Not
In
English.
Russia.
Not in
Did
Did
English.
he use a Yakov
Not in
Smirnoff line?
English.
Did he have to wait in line for 3 hours for the bullet? No.
Oh no.
I'll shoot you before the winter.
The government bullet.
Yes. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Mother Russia?
Yes,
One? Get out of here.
I've been to Soviet Russia.
Well, how'd it go?
Not a happy place.
Uh-huh.
I knew we would win eventually
Yeah. Why?
because when you travel behind the Iron Curtain, which I did a lot
Uh-huh.
in those days, 70s and 80s, it was just very depressing. The economy was terrible. People were, repressed and unhappy. It was bad.
Why were
And
you
I knew
over
that someday we would triumph. But I just got to say this because
Go
it's an
ahead.
amazing moment in history.
Go ahead.
It was like someday, someday. And then when that thing started to fall apart, like a
Glasnost.
house of cards, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was such a happy moment. Now, of course, things always swing back. So whatever. But anyway.
Well, why were you in?
Well, I was there because between the mid-70s and mid-80s, I was teaching at European University Institute.
That was in Italy.
Italy. Yes, but I was also in Hamburg and Berlin and Germany. And there were conferences and there were.
But so you could get over there, no problem.
You could. The one place you couldn't go to was Albania.
Oh,
Okay.
Albania was shut tight. Nobody could
Wow.
ever get in or out. Nobody.
Should have
Yeah,
kept
I
it.
never saw.
Should have kept it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
wild.
they were all over the place now.
Yeah.
They've taken over the Bronx.
Yeah, they're all over.
Yeah,
Arthur
that's
Avenue.
like they're the new organized criminals.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the
They have a strong
Albanian mafia.
Yeah.
They're yeah. Well, my
But there are a lot of nice Albanians. No.
well,
Oh yeah,
There
your
are- there are.
contractor was
Your
Albanian.
contractor's
my
Albanian?
pedophile contractor.
Oh.
Did I tell you this one?
No.
So do you remember? Okay, in my apartment when all the TVs that fell off the wall and everything, I had a contractor
on the west side?
No, here
Here.
where we're sitting. I had a
Oh.
guy that came through, and he was a contractor, and he did the floors, and excuse me, and he did 5 televisions. And the first TV, which is over, I know you can't see it, but it's over that big one over there, that fell off the wall like literally 6 hours after the guy put it up, or his nephew put it up.
Well, maybe it was an earthquake.
And there, no, he
Nope.
didn't.
A small tremor like we had last
No,
2
it
weeks
wasn't
ago.
that.
No,
Oh.
it. What do you know this? What do you know this guy from Arthur Avenue? What do you?
Wait,
Are you Team Orhan?
Yeah, I think he's one of Orhan's.
So yeah. So I took him to small claims court. I won the judgment.
Oh, my.
And then like a week after I won the judgment, we were sitting just like this, and we heard another crash, and another TV in the other side of the house fell off the wall.
Well, they're timed to
They're-
fall
yes.
off.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I
like
think-
room by
think-
room.
Yeah, as soon as they went up, I think they were slowly falling.
Well,
Yes.
sometimes
Aren't we all, though,
What
really?
is that stuff
It's
called?
true,
Gorilla
yeah.
glue doesn't work for that kind of.
yeah, you can't glue it.
yeah,
No,
he
no,
was
you can't
monkey.
go
He
there.
was monkeying around.
Ah!
So then I took him to small claims court again. And then I
You won again.
well, that one I
presume.
took a settlement, and then he paid the check for the settlement, but he didn't sign the check. So now I got to go get this guy. So
Albanian mob.
Yep, so-
Albanian mob.
well, here's the funny thing. So about 2 weeks ago, Jocelyn, we Googled his name just so that we could start the process of
Mm.
getting the marshals and
Yeah,
everything.
what'd you come up with?
And,
a lot of aliases,
No,
a lot of AKA.
a mugshot. Okay, he was in January. He was arrested for allegedly soliciting sex from a 14-year-old boy.
That's not good.
He got caught in a sting operation,
Got caught in a sting.
like
up.
an
That's
unauthorized sting operation.
That's
Yeah,
like
he won't
a-
even know what that is. I mean,
Yeah, it
you're
was
gonna. That'll be.
No, I know what that
Vigilantes.
is.
No, but you won't know what you watched To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen.
No.
See what I
Have a
mean?
seat.
There is a TV show.
Why
that,
should I be
this guy-
watching this thing?
no, unless you want
You
to.
came to the
You're
house
called Home
looking
Movies.
for sex.
Yeah.
Is it on TCM? I mean, I don't know what.
I don't believe it's on Turner
Yeah.
Class.
Fatty Arbuckle got busted.
if it's not on channel 2, 4, 5, or 7. I
Well,
don't
they
know
would
what
lure pedophiles
Yeah.
in chat rooms.
2, 4,
to-
5, or 7 were the ages that the kids they thought that one of the kids
right,
to be.
exactly.
Yeah.
This
Chris-
is your contractor.
Okay, hold on. Let's just take a beat for a minute.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
So
Time out.
Well, it's an accusation.
Chris Hansen,
Well, he's
Well, yeah.
innocent until proven
for sure.
guilty.
You should see that mugshot boy. He's not. It looks like talk about.
Could you
Does he
imagine?
look like?
he looks.
a
He looks like a
wacko?
pedophile.
Well, why did you hire him?
I didn't know. I wasn't like, hey, do you?
He
fuck-
wasn't diddling
Yeah.
boys.
Why don't you do due
Wow.
diligence
Wow.
before you hire your contractor?
I didn't do due diligence because the diligence wasn't done by the
Yeah, he ain't diddled the diligence.
diddly doodly.
The
I
diligence
like
ain't
that.
been diddled.
You
Yeah.
like that alliteration stuff? I do
Sure.
too.
He
I
was
do
diddling
too.
the boy down the block.
Well, I hope he didn't do it,
Well,
but maybe he
He-
did.
okay, let me explain to you what happened. So there was a TV show called The Catcher Predator. And I know everyone watching and listening is like, oh my God, are we really talking about The Catcher Predator? But it was a show that was on, what was it on?
I think it was NBC.
No,
No.
it was on MSNBC. It's a cable show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was a
which
cable
is
show.
your main.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I thought it
you-
was.
your main
Dateline.
source of
Yeah.
political news.
Careful.
YouTube.
Honestly, maybe you're right. I don't fucking know. It wasn't on TCM.
I don't, because I don't.
Okay,
who knows? Irregardless.
Irregardless.
Great word.
Yes.
Great
Thank
word.
You. So what this show was on television, and this was like 20 years ago probably. And what it was is they would go to like some town like St. Petersburg, Florida, or outside of Cleveland or whatever.
Fresno. A lot of like weird Bakersfield.
Yeah. Let's just call them. Let's be nice and call them third-tier cities.
Sure.
Right. And defunct
Rochester,
defunct mining towns,
right?
And they'd rent it. Yeah,
there was industry.
There was
exactly.
Rochester, Minnesota, or New York?
I was thinking New York.
Okay, I was thinking Minnesota.
There's a Rochester, Minnesota.
Of course there is.
The Mayo Clinic.
Are you kidding?
World renowned.
I couldn't.
The Mayonnaise Clinic.
Hey, mayonnaise. I got no place else to go. Officer and gentlemen.
So what happened with all of this?
So here's what with the show would do this. They would go into chat rooms, right? And they would be like, hey, I'm 12 years old and I'm bored and I'm just hanging around. And then guys would solicit
looking for older guys.
Yeah, looking for a 60-year-old man to show me the ways of sex.
And buy me some Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah. And then they would say
that's not bad. I was thinking of bringing that actually.
They would set up a sting. And they worked with, what was it called? Perverted Justice?
Perverted Justice.
I like that. PJ.
Yeah.
I forgot about Perverted Justice.
PJ.
They work with Perverted Justice. And then they would, they meaning the television show would say, listen, we're going to invite you to this home that we're renting. By the way, the people that lived on the block where they rented the home were not pleased that there was a production company.
Well, they were paid, I assume.
Well, you don't pay the next door neighbor. You pay you rent the house. No, you can't go knock on the door of the people next door and be like, hey, we're doing a thing with a bunch of guys that like to rape kids. And we're going to be a lot of back and forth. Here's $20 Applebee gift cards for everyone in the family.
It's too bad that Jimmy's not here.
Jimmy Olsen?
To be on the show.
Who's Jimmy?
James.
Oh, yeah. Do you think, come on. Do you think he liked boys? He liked beautiful young men. There's a difference.
Yeah. He wasn't into anything illegal.
Good.
He wasn't into hugging. He was into, honestly, he would get male hustlers and he said he wanted to just hug and kiss them.
Yeah, but he would, at some point,
I'm sure it would escalate.
And he wanted their dick in his mouth at some point.
I'm sure it would escalate.
I mean, we all like to hug until it's time.
Sure. Let's badmouth the dead.
Until you have, there's nothing bad.
Oh, we're not badmouthing. We're celebrating.
Until you look until you look on your Timex digital watch.
What was the fucking
you're like,
site?
I got 5 minutes left. I got to blow you.
Rent Man or something.
No, Rent Boy.
Oh, you guys are into really.
We sat down with Jimmy Besser and he gave
Jimmy
us
Besser. That was
James. He even like gave us remember we tried to recover
his book of sonnets
because
he's a tragic figure.
He had booked a man. And he was a skater boy. I remember he said he had a skateboard with him, but he was like, young or masculine.
Yeah.
And he had come to James's apartment and he said, I can't do this. Like the apartment is too
it's too gross.
I'm
a male hustler and this is too gross.
The skater boy couldn't do it. And so I remember his name was like
want to
Dimitri.
make money?
By the way, is this spelled B-O-I? Like the
I like
Avril
that.
Lavigne. Yeah. But then he had invited him over to his hotel, but then he like didn't make it or something. So
the thing that was brilliant.
Well, you can't score every time.
We were trying to get his retainer back.
Well, because his orthodontist would have been furious.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Okay. We'll just leave the catch predator shit over there. It's no big deal.
That's really ugly stuff.
But I'll tell you
that's what it was.
Okay, but let's talk about James for a minute. Okay, R.I.P. Obviously.
R.I.P.
Speaking of, but what was brilliant about him was he would look on these male escort sites and he would go, okay, the guy that he likes is in town from, say, Austin, Texas, or Denver, Colorado, or whatever it is. He knows he's in New York. He would message the guy and be like, hey, I see you're in New York for like a better client, but how about I give you a couple $100? You come over to my apartment and let me suck your toes or whatever, something like that.
Right.
So
is that what he said on the air?
Yeah. He would he knew that the bigger ticket guy would be in town to fuck some sort of like closeted gay businessman who would fly some beautiful boy in for some, or not boy, but young man for some bareback action. And then James would go, while you're in town,
Oh, that's
listen, why don't
kinda
you steal away for a
sloppy
few hours?
seconds. We used to
Sloppy
call that.
third. And sometimes, and he would be like, the
Yeah.
guy would be like, all right, fuck it, whatever. But then the guy would show up and it'd be like a serial killer. By the way, if you're a male prostitute and you're skeeved out, it's pretty,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
But that was James's.
So his cleaning lady didn't come that week. I mean, give him a break. He was
I think it was
depressive.
I think it was more like the sort of like the staleness of the just, I think
I don't know.
I think no matter how often you clean that apartment, it would still be, just.
Well, it did have heritage. I mean, it had history.
Yes. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I do love when I was, because I took during the pandemic, I got him to get me a voice lesson singer, and I said, James, I need you to recommend a voice performance coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, they're all terrible, but I'll give you the best of the worst.
He was a treasure.
Yeah, he was fucking.
That was a
yeah.
I remember the first time I met him, and I realized I think he was flirting with me.
Yep.
And he said, "You've got a lot to learn."
Yeah.
In a very like he had this like
cute.
cheeky little like smile. And that was his way of negging me.
Yeah, he's like,
That's adorable.
You've got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I will begrudgingly take you under my wing.
He really was. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll blow you.
Like I was going to just
You're like, I don't know.
need his approval so
adorable.
bad.
This is one nut I want to
He
crack.
was the best.
He
that
was
guy
the
was
best.
fucking great.
And unfortunately, one time he came to the house and
The last time
and he was on his meds and he had that white spittle around his mouth.
he was like half shaven. He had like patches of hair still.
Yeah.
It was
You could see.
Wow.
Tragic.
He had
figure,
tried to
tragic figure.
dye. Like he had tried to do like some kind of Just for Men thing with like his
Oh
goatee.
my
It
god,
was
it's like
wild.
Death in Venice.
I think your pizza's here.
Like Death in
Can
Venice.
you-
Oh, the pizza's here.
sorry,
Yay.
yeah.
It's the
Death in Venice.
Hello.
Yeah, but it was a good
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Oh god, finally.
Well,
yeah.
We
Is
had
pizza
him
there?
while we had him. Don't forget who brought him here.
Oh, thank you.
Was
buddy.
that would
That's
you
me,
made the
baby.
All right, so-
introduction?
You better believe
So
it.
everybody, I'm sorry to do this, but
You want
like
to just pause and take a break?
we're gonna come back. If
Yeah,
you're
let's
watching,
pause.
I'm sorry, but we had a pizza
I'm gonna
party.
I'm gonna leave it going. I'm just gonna put up the we'll be back, and
Okay.
so we don't have to restart.
Yes.
So
we'll be
you
back.
keep it locked here.
Keep it locked.
89.3.
Go do something.
the beat of Brian's
back in
house.
15.
Yeah, we'll be back in 15.
Beautiful. That was
Check 1 2.
Check 3 4.
Hello?
Oh boy, Jesus Christ! Are we here?
Jewish.
Yeah, we're back.
All right, everybody. Just so you know, we like to break the fourth wall here. But so essentially, what happened was normally before the show, we order lunch, and Evan and I have lunch, and the guest or Howard or somebody shows up, and that's it. But because it was Howard's birthday, I thought it might be fun to have. There's Jewish deli now for those of you who are for our international friends. There, that would be like there's a place called Second Avenue Deli, and we were actually because we don't want to eat on the show because it's
No.
people get annoyed with that shit. So but it's like corned beef, tongue, pastrami, kerplach,
all the greats,
kasha varnishkas,
I'm dying here.
Pickles,
You're killing me.
and appetizing as they call it.
Appetizing.
Yes, but this week the Jews celebrate Pesach, where Moses tried to kill all of the Jews and the Egyptians saved them with a time machine or something like that.
That's about right.
I'm paraphrasing.
Pardon.
Excuse me, my theological studies. Right. And
They were interrupted by the war.
And then we all had 40 loaves and 40 fishes. And it was a nice lunch for everybody.
Hey, Jesus was Jewish boy.
Yep.
Remember that.
He was a Jewish carpenter.
He was
right?
a rabbi.
Yeah. And do you guys think,
Well, we won't go into that.
do you think Jesus ever had sex? That's a big theological
No, I think he
discussion.
was asexual. I
But
do. Yeah.
Why would you hang out? One of the only benefits of hanging out with Mary Magdalene, who was a hua, would be that she'd give him a little pussy once in a while. Or do you think she liked him because he never wanted pussy?
And that's exactly
She
what
friend
I think.
zoned him.
No,
Yeah.
she was a friend.
think?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No, that's
Jesus,
what I think happened.
Friend zoned by
Yeah.
Mary
Yeah.
Magdalene.
He's at home and he's like, I'm going to ask her to fuck me tonight.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I have some shekels. I'm going to make this happen.
Right.
She's like, Jesus, but you're my friend. You keep saying you're the son of God. He's like, well, just give me a hand job.
Right.
Anyway.
No, I think he was asexual, and I think she, respected that and just sort of like, wow,
I don't
this
know.
is different.
Or do you think she constantly threw pussy at him and he was like, God damn it, I can't.
No,
I can't.
That could be
No,
the other. Yeah.
I don't think
that
so.
could be.
That's not my intuition, but who knows?
Oh, well, listen. Frankly, Jesus is our purview. So why don't you stay away from our Lord and Savior? Okay.
Okay,
It's not Abraham.
I'll leave off of him.
So anyway, so we tried to order, but Passover, the place
Oh,
was
right.
closed. That didn't happen. So then I said, we'll have a pizza party for Howard's
Yay.
birthday. But then the Seamless is the app that we
Oh,
use.
that.
It's like a food delivering app, and then I ordered from a local place, and they, after like 45 minutes, I called the place and they were like, yeah, we never got the order, which is unusual because Seamless is
I've
usually
only had that happen maybe 3 times in my career, my
your
entire
is
career.
a Seamless user.
Yeah.
So then I sort of panicked and I called like the really good place that we like, San Mateo, and but at that point we'd already kind of cut into where we would do the show. So we did a little bit of the show. We broke. We had some pizza. Howard you have a very good palate because Howard is having some white wine.
Yeah.
And I was convinced it was Chardonnay, but no, Howard was like, it is not. It's Sauvignon Blanc, and he was right. Well, you didn't know it was Sauvignon Blanc. You knew it wasn't Chardonnay. So anyway, so that's it. So now we're back, and I'm sorry it's a little fucking wonky today.
The reason I didn't know that it was Sauvignon Blanc, but I
Yes.
did know that it was Chardonnay,
Yes.
was because I was called back from my year at finishing school in Switzerland
Right.
after 6 months. So I
Debutante
didn't get the
school.
full
Right.
treatment.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Yes. You didn't you learned about
Ingestad.
right. You ever been you didn't go to finishing school, did you?
I sure did.
Oh my goodness.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Come on.
How do you think
Why
I
he's
would
so
know
refined.
something like that?
Listen?
Wow.
Although I am retired, I know we all know that, but Chardonnay is a very distinct grape, if only because it is very oaky.
Distinct is a diplomatic way of putting it.
Oh, cunty.
I don't care for it, but that's
Well,
just my. It doesn't
and-
matter. It's
And
mine.
and a Chardonnay that is in steel is different because that is
true.
that is yeah. I can promise you, if I come down with some sort of terminal illness, I will start drinking immediately. I will.
Would you? You would hit
Oh,
the ground
God,
running.
Why? Yeah, sure. he would.
100%. Yeah.
McCarthy.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
would leave the
Give me
doctor's office. I would only. It could, It could be like removing a mole for skin cancer, and I'm like, I'm back on the juice.
They're like, Mr. McCarthy,
Yeah.
it's benign.
Yeah,
and you're
it's
already,
a topical removal.
Yeah,
we
you're
can do it right
already
now. I'm like,
Otis from the Andy Griffith
yeah.
Show. You've already checked yourself into the jail.
I'm shaking a cocktail straight out. I'm like, how much longer do I have to live? Doctor's like, I don't know, 50 years. I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, I better drink again. My
Right.
poor wife.
That's funny.
I'd be on your couch in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a pullout.
Hey, don't
Fuck
remind me of my
fucking
sex life. Go ahead.
Couch pulls out.
So anyway, so happy birthday.
That's what happened.
There we go.
Sure.
And do you feel, you said when you turn 75, you flush a lot. What does that mean?
You flush. Yeah.
What does that mean?
What that means is that as you get older, for some reason
You
or
dribble,
other,
dribble pee?
No, it's not pee.
Oh, okay.
It's number 2. But you just
Shit comes out of your
you
dick?
flush more.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
Okay, well, hold on for a minute. Do you mean that you become like OCD?
No.
You mean that?
Oh, well, maybe.
But
it's a theory.
So when
like
you go
it's
to
a volume thing.
In part.
Okay.
All right, you're bringing up tooth.
I don't have the answer, but I know that.
Okay,
it
my
happens.
question is, when you go into the bathroom and you say you flush a lot, do you physically mean you hit the bowl thing and you keep going and going and going?
No, it means let's say you
The
flush,
volume?
you flush once,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't quite feel right.
Okay.
It's not dry, it's not, and you flush again.
You're saying you flush once, but then you
Usually twice.
When
I went for our break today before lunch,
Yep.
3 times.
Well, okay, but when you say these times, these units of these measurements of time,
Right.
you're talking like you pee and then you think you're done, but then you have to pee again. And then you think you're done.
If
and
it
then
was pee, but I'm talking about number 2,
So
basically.
you took a dump out there over there.
Oh, yeah.
So wow, that's
Wow.
okay. Now it's a different thing. Now
yeah.
that's a different bag of
No, I'm
biscuits.
talking
Oh,
number
you thought
2.
you thought he was talking number 1.
No, not number 1.
So you're saying
number 1 stays about the same, but
So
number
you-
2
yeah.
Okay.
changes.
you sit on the bowl, you make an expulsion.
Right.
Then do you wipe and clean up and put your pants back on? And then you're like, oh fuck, I gotta
No.
shit again.
No, that's really stupid.
Well,
You wipe and clean up,
uh-huh.
and then you say, this needs another one.
Why
And
even
then
wipe
you
and
do it.
clean up if you're gonna sit there? Why not just like do a mass third set cleanup?
That's disgusting.
Well, you don't have a hairy asshole. It just probably
Not
just
really.
shoots out of you like a couple of
Relatively.
know.
I always see as you get older, for example.
Yep.
In most of my life until I was about 5 years ago, it's true, about 70,
Uh-huh.
I would just go on. That's all.
Mhm.
No muss, no fuss, no complication, nothing. Now it's like, it may take a little more time. It may come every second day, not every day.
Are you pushing?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It's not good
So,
for.
but-
Well, I know, but
Oh.
it's not good for my hernia.
I didn't want to say it on
No,
the
that's
show. I
all
didn't know
right.
if
We
it
can
was-
say.
All right. So
public.
just so I can completely understand what we're talking about, you go in the bathroom, you sit down to make a bowel movement. After the first bowel movement, you get all cleaned up. You don't expect a second one, but 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a second, and you feel a wave like, oh,
No, I'm sorry. Maybe I haven't been clear. It's
Nope.
only one bowel
Mhm.
movement.
oh,
It's
Okay.
the cleanup part that gets more
Got you.
complicated.
Got you. So the extra flushing is just for the cleanup.
Yes.
oh,
Got you.
okay,
Okay.
I
That makes sense.
In my case,
all right.
Yeah, you just
There may
you
be
get a
other
little more
cases where-
persnickety the older you
it may
are.
be the persnickety. I'm not sure it's persnickety. It's like half. It may be persnickety, and also it's just not done.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Maybe
okay.
you bring a wet wipe with you.
No, they're not good for the environment.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a sort of a Bobby Kennedy guy. On that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
He
where
loves-
that's where you come down on.
Yeah.
I'm
wipes.
environment.
He loves
Okay.
heroin and doesn't wear his shoes on a plane.
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Um,
I'm
but-
kind of a libertarian in many ways, as you guys know.
Right.
So I don't. Yeah.
if we're talking, actually, this is kind of funny. We're talking about this because yesterday I had, for some reason, if I eat gummy bears, it'll make me
Oh.
shit.
Really?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
should
Something
make you
like the
shit.
gelatin.
So
or
there's a
something?
new Harbro, which Harbro, is that the one?
Harbro. Yeah,
Har-
that's their
Haribo.
company.
Haribo.
Haribo.
They're like the
Haribo.
German gummy bear company,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I didn't
They-
know it was German.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're German.
Oh,
They're
okay.
Deutsch.
They make a sweet and thank you for Sig Heiling.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
They make a sweet and sour gummy bear that I found at the
Ooh.
airport, and they're really good.
Now you got to go all the way to the airport to get.
It takes me. It's
It's
an all,
the airport in Frankfurt.
I have to-
That's-
I have to go through security. I gotta, yeah, exactly. It's only at a duty free.
Yeah,
Duty free.
Unlike Howard,
Duty free.
Well, now he's duty
free.
Takes-
Now I'm duty free.
Takes him a weekend, but yeah.
Yeah.
By the time he's finished wiping, he has to shit again.
You make
Oh,
fun,
wait,
but
hold
you'll
on.
see. You'll see.
Chris
see.
Mack brings up a great point. These
ahead.
are not sugar free, are they?
No, they're
Okay,
not.
because
yes,
because
I know.
boy
No,
howdy,
no.
did I have an afternoon.
Yeah, sugar-free candy is.
I did not know that. I don't know why the fuck I did this. It may have been because I bought it by accident or something, but it was like toffee. A bag of like toffee bars.
Okay.
And sugar free.
Okay.
And I was
But
just
didn't
kind of
you-
like,
Couldn't you tell the taste of it though?
no. I knew it was sugar free, but when
Okay.
I think I may have bought like a few different things for I don't know what it was for, some kind of an event or something.
Sure.
And
Some sort
maybe
of
it was
diabetic conference.
I was trying to lure young boys
Uh-huh.
probably that weekend.
Hey, is this
And-
sugar-free?
And I ate a fucking bunch of those. I mean, it is wild. I mean, you will.
But that's
It's
diarrhea.
It's like Dumb and Dumber. Like
Yeah.
explosion.
No, this was. I ate a whole bag of the sweet and
Okay.
sour gummy bears. I mean, it's a regular bag. I mean, it's probably enough for 3 people.
But a
But,
whole bag.
Sure.
I'm on this Ozempic. So yesterday,
Right.
it's all I ate. I ate like a bag and a half of these gummy bears.
Yeah.
That's a good diet. You
So I
have,
ate.
you know,
Thank you.
very
Great. Yeah.
sensible. Yeah.
I have the diet of a millionaire with Down syndrome. So I ate these things. I'm over on the computer and I'm like, oh, I think I have to shit. I go in the bathroom. I sat down and this log came out of me. I mean, it must have been like I must have weighed at
Wow.
least 2. It felt so good.
Yeah.
And then
Wow, maybe
That
gummy
feels
bears
really
is a good
good.
sort
Well,
of
maybe that's good.
I was very happy.
Good
in
diuretic.
lieu of fiber.
I'm not
Yeah.
complaining. I'm not complaining. But then it came out and I flushed and it didn't
It
go
wouldn't
down.
Go down. Yeah,
So
it's
then
too
I
much.
took some toilet paper around my finger and I kind of pushed the
Yeah,
dookie a little
poke it,
bit.
yeah.
Oh
and I-
wow, you
'cause
had to get in
It
there.
adhered to the bowl.
Sometimes you have
Oh,
to.
no.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to. There's
I've
no other way to
never
do
in
it.
all my days.
Well,
So-
you're young.
So then
Maybe,
It
yeah,
may
maybe.
happen to you.
So then that happened. So then I flush again and I see the thing go down and it's so fat and
Oh,
thick
wow.
didn't it
that it
go?
gets stuck and all the water. I flooded the
Oh,
bathroom.
it clogged your
That's
toilet.
Yeah.
disgusting.
I
Holy
squealed
shit.
like a little girl. I went and grabbed. I had to go into the linen closet, which is like on the other it's over there. I grabbed like a big stack of beach towels and I threw them down because there was within like 30 seconds.
Sure.
There was an
Yeah.
inch of water on the floor.
Right.
So I threw all these towels down. I was like, fuck. And then it was still coming up the
Holy
water.
shit.
Yeah. And
That's
then,
worse than.
Did you have
anything
a
that ever
plunger
happened to
handy?
me.
no, I had to go to the
Oh.
other bathrooms.
Super. Called the
well,
super.
well, here's what happened. So ultimately, the water comes up and then it just laid on the top, like very barely
Nice,
Yeah.
right there.
nice.
And I just kind of
Yeah.
looked at it. So then I
Started slurping.
as I started drinking the water. Yep. I got like a
Yuck.
49 minor. I got a big
Right.
like a big aluminum cup out and like Casey it
You
back.
started sifting,
Yeah, exactly.
Yuck.
looking for
Th-
gold.
and I-
This is really good.
And I didn't have to eat the
Yeah, it
poop,
really
but
is.
I ate the poop.
yeah.
Yeah. So I got it. No. So the water was just level with the top of the bowl. I got all those towels and in that bathroom, we have a shower stall. And so I got all the towels. I got them up. They were so heavy. I just kind of put them in the
just
shower
throw 'em
stall, just
out.
in there. I picked up everything that was on the floor of the bathroom, which is like, and by the time I had picked up the two scales, the squatty potty, the trash can, and there was some recycling. By the time I got that stuff up and put it in the shower stall, the water had gone down a little bit. So then I went to the other bathroom. I got the plunger
Got the
out.
plunger.
I gave it one thing and it all went down.
It did.
Sure.
And
Thank
then
God for that.
And then I called downstairs to Daryl, the doorman. Shout out to Daryl. And
Daryl the door.
Daryl the doorman.
D.
And I said, Daryl, tell the people down under me that everything should be fine. But to be a good neighbor, I said, look, there was an incident up here. Some Hispanics broke into my apartment and used it for a number two.
You made up a
Yeah,
story.
Squatters.
No
Illegal
pun intended. No
immigrants.
pun intended.
I like it.
Yeah. And then afterwards, they forced me to give them oral sex for an hour.
Right.
This happened yesterday.
And I
happened
didn't
yesterday.
want to, but
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
enthusiastically.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't want to seem like I didn't want to do it.
Yes.
So I
that's
made
right.
sure that I was hard as I was blowing these migrants that broke into my apartment
Yeah,
through the
from
window.
Illegal immigrant.
Venezuela.
Like Mexican ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Sexy.
great story.
Wearing Miss
Sexy Mexican ninja.
wearing Miss Pac-Man hats.
Yes.
Wow.
So anyway, so that happened. So then I called my Jocelyn, my wife, and I was like, "Hey, I clogged the toilet." No, it's all right. She doesn't give a fuck. I mean, it's fine. I mean, trust me.
Right.
When you're married to me, that's the least of it.
Right, exactly.
And so I got one of our Fresh Direct bags out that I know that's your luggage collection.
I love those.
I know.
Those are my briefcases.
Yeah, and I really that's how Howard moves. That's how he moves his winter clothes. So
Right.
I took all those sopping wet giant beach towels. I put them all in a Fresh Direct bag because I have a washer and dryer in the apartment, but in the basement we have commercial washers and dryers.
Okay. Oh, so you brought those
Yes.
brought those
Well,
puppies to the laundry room.
I just
You
put them in
did?
the elevator, and I put a note on that
I would-
said, "Wash these."
I would
No.
toss them in the garbage. and
Nah,
forget. Oh
that's
my
all right.
god!
Ah, these are nice towels. They're fine. You wash them. You
Yeah.
wash them.
What are you, Jew or
No, I'm
Jewish
not.
or
No,
something?
no, they're fine. They were fine.
They're just
They
wet.
didn't. They weren't covered in diarrhea. They were
No.
just wet with. But then it was funny.
Yeah,
Jo-
but it's wet with like
Yes.
yuck.
but look, I put them through a commercial washer and dryer. I think it's fine.
Are they okay
I didn't.
now?
Well, so then
Did
it
you
was
get 'em
funny.
back?
So then Jocelyn says to me, she goes, "Did you wash the floor like with floor cleaner?"
Right.
And I got so annoyed. I was like, "Of course I did. I did." But then I did it as soon as I hung up. I was like,
say
Sure.
yes.
Yeah. You go. Yeah. Of course I did. What?
Yeah.
What am I?
Yeah,
What am I? A
God.
fucking animal? And then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
run and
Yeah.
do the thing you said.
I
you
got
did.
Because she may come back and inspect.
I got the mop out. Well, no, I
No,
got-
but just it's one of those things.
yeah, I got the mop out. Sprayed a little 409 on the floor. Bob's your uncle.
Chicks are always very sensitive.
Ooh,
about
I
this
don't want to
kind of-
get the syphilis on my feet.
Right.
Yeah, BBD,
Right.
BBD. So anyway, so I cleaned it all
Makes
up.
you want to become a homosexual.
Become.
Right.
Yes. Acknowledge, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyway.
More like succumb
yeah.
to
Come.
my.
Fucking succumb, you mean? All right. So anyway, so then I go down the basement.
This is not over.
No, got them all. Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Go back.
There's a lot
Taking the
of
piss because
stories.
it's his
And-
birthday.
By the way, I got Howard the nicest pizza on the Upper East Side, which is
You
saying
did.
something. It shows up. You know what he fucking goes? He goes, "These pizza boxes aren't real Italian pizza boxes."
Well,
'cause
he can't help himself.
I know you're irreplaceable.
Yeah.
I wasn't
He's
criticizing
untrainable.
the pizza.
The box he
I
didn't
was
like.
just talking about the box.
Yeah.
The pizza, excellent.
Divine.
These boxes were handmade by artisans in outside of Venice.
Hand-folded.
Altoona,
Hand-folded.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So anyway, so now are there any other differences in being 75 other than what was it? You shit for three times. You got to
That's
wipe.
the major difference.
45 minutes of wiping.
What about erections? Are they spongy? Are they fine? Are you still
thank
jerking
good-
off?
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you masturbate,
I'm not talking for all
what do you mean?
75-year-olds?
75-year-old males.
No, you're
in
only
the
you.
world.
No, it's
I
only
can
one.
only do personal
Yes,
testimony.
Sure.
Do you, when you masturbate, whenever you do you look at internet porn or do you just remind yourself of things that have happened in the past? Because usually you guys your age are pretty like analog, or maybe a cave drawing.
Probably goes to the woods and finds a
I'm analog and
penthouse.
since I'm being, what's that called?
Candid.
Candid.
Yeah.
No, I don't need. I don't mind
Sure.
visual
Sure.
stimulation.
Yep.
I enjoy that. I think it's fun.
Yep.
But I don't need that. No,
Okay.
if I do it that way.
But do you have to? Sometimes if I wake up and I've had some sort of an erotic dream and I'm
Mm.
already hard,
Oh,
I could probably like jerk off in
From
the
memory.
morning. But I don't think I could like start from Jump Street. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't think I could start from zero.
No, I can start from zero.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
What is your favorite sexual?
I do not if I have them, which maybe I do because everybody maybe does. I don't remember erotic dream. Very rare.
But what would be your?
Yeah,
what
me
would?
too.
Very rare.
What's a memory that you can remember that would get the gas in the engine cooking? Do you have a memory? that
Not from dream state. just
No, from your from
lots,
experience.
tons. Oh,
Well, give
all
us one
kinds.
good one.
Sure,
Give us.
millions.
Let's get a
of
little
them.
dirty here.
Millions of them.
Well, you want to give us
Millions.
one? We don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. Give us 2.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have one you can think of? A time?
I'll tell you one that just popped to mind first.
Please.
So that's
That would be the one I want.
yeah. There was a very attractive African American
Whoa.
secretary.
Oh.
at
Uh-huh.
during my Boston years,
Okay.
and we became friends.
Right.
And
Were you her superior? I don't mean racially.
No, I wasn't. No,
Mm.
no, I had. We didn't have anything to do with each other.
The same office.
Professionally. It was in the same school.
Oh, was this in Cambridge?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Harvard girl, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right.
So I liked what we did was we would sit her on my lap.
Oh, Jesus.
And
was this Mad Men?
Jeez, yeah,
that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Your lap.
Bring that colored girl over here and put her on my lap and see what comes
up.
up.
I could work on her frontal apparatus.
Wait a minute.
While we were,
wow,
yeah, that was fun.
How long ago was this?
About 40 years ago.
Okay, so you were in your mid-30s.
Yeah,
you're at Harvard. It's okay. We have the time of.
Well, Harvard's gone to pot, so it doesn't matter. You can say Harvard now. It doesn't matter anymore.
Harvard, or as I call it, the falafel shop on Charles River. Am I right, everybody? So Harvard now. Okay, so you're there. You're in the same department, some sort of legal professor thing.
Yeah, she's
working there now. Did you ask her to go? So you take over from here.
I don't know how.
Did you go on a date with her? Like, what was the?
I doubt it.
Wow.
So did you fuck her in like the broom closet?
No, in her apartment.
In her butt?
No, in her apartment.
Did you go on a date with her?
I don't think so.
So did you
Just
go out
straight to business? It sounds like.
So wait a minute. Did you set it
I'm
up?
very straight to business.
So did you set it up at work? You were like, "Hey, listen, I think I'd like to fuck you. What are you doing this weekend?"
No, I don't think I used that.
I
don't think that's the way it
I'd
happened.
quite like to fuck you.
Madame. It's more like the vibes and chemistry kind of
Sure,
Sure,
I
yeah.
understand, but I'm trying to figure out because if you are, some people can be that. Just throw it right out there. So you were like, "Hey,
no, I never throw."
They probably, you know what I bet happened.
It
He probably said like, she said, come over. We smoke some grass or something. He got her number.
Okay.
And then
It's
it was
more
like
on
a
that
let's
line.
like
It's
let's
more on
hang
that
out.
line.
Yeah, okay.
kind of
it's
thing.
more on that line.
The
Yeah.
70s version of a Netflix and chill.
Basically, exactly.
It's more on that line. Yeah.
So you said to her,
I mean, we know it's not going to be serious.
Betamax.
Why not?
No, it wasn't going to be serious.
Okay.
So it could be more like a
Yeah, I bet it was like a
we'll
casual.
hang out.
We hang out sometime.
hang out, we'll hang
yeah,
out.
it was.
Yeah.
So
right.
she acquiesced, and you went over to her apartment.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Did you bring like a carton of
babka,
carton of Newports?
a babka,
and a babka,
a carton of Newports,
cover all
a
your
mint
face.
babka,
Yeah,
mint chocolate.
mint chocolate babka.
So you went over to her place.
Yeah.
Did she live by herself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Now, and this is a delicate question. By the way, did you realize that our YouTube channel is now age restricted?
It was just one video.
Oh, one video. Okay,
yeah,
that's
because
fine.
it was like
Your
something from a
YouTube
long
channel?
time ago.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
You mean the shows?
Doesn't matter.
It
It's
was only
it
one
should be
video. Yeah,
age
it was something called
restricted.
like something
Cowgirl
Wet
Rumble.
Cowgirl Rumble.
Oh,
yeah,
come on, you
I
guys.
had to look in.
I don't know what the age
No,
is.
it's
But
just
there
one-
should be
one
an
video.
age. There should be an age line on this.
It should be an
Don't-
age. If you're
don't you
over,
think?
if you're over 24, you shouldn't be able to watch this
Yeah,
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Age cap.
Yeah, age cap. So
There should
When-
be an age cap.
you had mentioned she's African American.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, because
You're
I know
welcome.
I know how you can get. Was she what would be considered like an urban African American girl, or was she sort of like to the manor born? Do you see what my question?
She
I'm
was in
asking?
between because
Okay.
up there you had a certain
And
cut
if you're a
of
secretary in
African
a
American and
legal-
they're urban suburban, right? And
Right.
they're not like urban no,
Damn, Howard.
not, but
Sure.
somewhere in the middle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, more respectable. Yeah,
Did you? And forgive me. Did you eat a pussy?
probably, but
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
wow,
That is,
gentleman.
yeah. Well, he's Jewish.
No, I don't remember.
Come on.
No, I don't remember.
So
that.
when you jerk,
you asked me for,
I
the
understand,
thing that
and
we,
you did
that
not.
was-
You've never wearing a rubber, right? You.
All right, since I'm this is amazing. I'm just gonna 99% no. I can't say I never
Well, yeah.
ever,
Sure.
but
But
that's not my style.
No,
no
it's,
way.
nobody's really.
Do you go to take a shower with your raincoat on?
Well, usually
All
my
right,
shower
I rest
stall
my case.
is full of shit towels.
Yeah, from
Like,
your flood.
So maybe
yeah,
From
I should
your
wear. I should wear
Yeah,
boots or
right.
He
something.
wears a hazmat
no,
suit.
no,
Yeah.
you don't wear no. That's for suckers.
Well, here's the thing, and I was talking about
Well,
this the other
or
day with
what?
somebody, where because
disease.
because
No,
well, hold on, I came
children.
I came up in the 80s.
Oh, children.
You
Yeah.
can't get children pregnant. They're the ones. They're the ones you shouldn't wear rubber with. You can't get a 13-year-old boy pregnant. God knows he can try,
Oh,
but
man.
no.
I got to make a phone call.
So Howard, let me. Yeah, exactly. Timmy, you lied to me. You returned that PlayStation 2.
Yes.
You know, if it was better sex, you get a PlayStation 3. But there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Because I was born in 73, right? So when I came up and had my first sexual experiences, it was, 80, 87, 88, 89, that
90,
was
95.
well, it all stopped about 17 years ago. But
all right.
When he said, I do.
Fucking
yeah.
marriage ring, then suffering.
Yep.
Okay. So here's what it is. I came up during sort of the height of the AIDS epidemic.
I understand
So children my age, and probably Adam's 10 years younger than me, but we were, at least I was taught that if you had sex with a woman without a condom, you were going to get AIDS immediately, probably on the way home.
Yeah.
So
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
I understand that.
So we were, but you're different.
No, we're different.
Yeah, you got
This is when free love and the whole really burst
40
open.
years ago was 83, wasn't it?
No. But I mean, we started
right.
In the late 60s and stuff like that. When it was just bam.
Oh yeah. The worst you could get would be like the clap.
Yeah, syphilis would be the worst thing you could get.
That's pretty bad too. That's a bad one.
Yeah.
You don't want to get sick. Is syphilis curable?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you answer that very quickly.
I think most are, right?
I read about that in the Times.
No, you can't get a herpes. Well,
that's what I was about to say. Other than herpes, they say herpes is forever, but I think most of them, other HIV. Obviously.
Well, you know what PrEP is, right?
Sure.
Do you know what PrEP is?
No.
Oh, honey, PrEP is
for homosexuals.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's
typically, but anybody can take it.
Yeah.
What does it do?
It's kind of like most good things.
You take it before PrEP.
Well, you're really doing a lot of good gay guessing. Yes.
Well, considering all the drinking I'm doing.
Okay. So PrEP is a pill you take every day, kind of like a Flintstone vitamin, but for anal sex.
Oh, that's cute.
And you take it every day, and it will protect you from 99.9% of HIV.
That's not bad.
You can have guys splattering your guts with AIDS-infected semen all weekend.
And
not a problem.
99.9.
Not a problem.
Right.
And if you do get it, you deserve to get it.
Science.
But isn't that wild? Yeah. But I guess straight people, it's kind of like it's like, how gays invented brunch and now straights, we got brunch like 20 years later.
Maybe like a sex worker, if she does like the girlfriend experience or something, could take it. That could be good.
If you met a girl and she's like, I'm taking PrEP, wouldn't you be like, oh, you're a real whore?
Not if
girls can take PrEP.
Presumably anybody can take PrEP.
I honestly, I don't know. I don't know that they do, but I think you could.
But in the gay community, do you know what party and play means? Okay.
No.
So, all right. Well, you're about to. I'm going to change your week.
What is this?
I'm going to change your weekend.
Definitely.
Party and play. Sounds good.
Is when you go on.
Sounds like fun.
It's the only way to go. If you're gay, if you're not party and playing.
What is it?
Party and play is when you're gay and you go on Tinder, not Tinder, Grindr. You go on Grindr, which is a gay app to find other fellows to have, dalliances with, as it were.
All right.
And you go on and you type in P/P, and that means unprotected sex.
Good.
And crystal meth.
No. See, that
it's always raw.
No.
Is raw dog.
No, that's wrong.
You know what? As I was saying it, I kind of threw that in there.
Okay.
But
you took a little artistic
I would say
liberty.
Yeah.
I would say if you showed up to party and play and you brought rubbers, you'd sort of look like a bit of a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Everyone's just, if you're like,
no, well, if you have to take crystal meth, I mean, really, come on.
If you're smoking a drug,
that's too crazy.
Well,
it is.
But apparently
it's harmful. Why can't you just do it?
Well, because apparently sex, including like gay sex and crystal meth, it's like peanut butter and jelly. I mean, it's like
PB&J.
I don't know what's going on with that, but it is quite the combination. So,
well, I think also too, like
I won't do that.
Straight, like if we had the option of that being our lifestyle, I think we'd.
By the way,
maybe
can't you have heterosexual?
I mean, not.
Wait a minute.
What?
Can't you have heterosexual P&P? I mean, what?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but it's not like a scene.
Why can't you do that?
There's no fun because there's
why
no
not make
app
it a
for
scene?
it. There's no, and also
make one.
here's the thing: there's women involved, and they go, "Yeah, we're not fucking all night doing crystal meth.
Why not?
We've got church in the morning."
Some women. Oh, that's if you do it on Saturday.
No, I'm just saying, like guys, when it's two guys, nobody.
Well, and if I can jump in for a minute, party and play can be a bunch of guys. It doesn't have to be
right.
They have P&P parties where you go to like
great, but why do you need crystal meth? Sounds
because
dangerous.
It provides the fuel for the engine of
well, you know what we used to do? We take Quaaludes.
Yeah, but okay, and I know
we go the other way.
Yeah,
yes.
that's
those are so nice.
Yeah, but I think that yes, I think heterosexuals we like kind of like sloppy gay, like laying around sex. Gays are like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck in your butt, bam, like, I'm gonna, you know, it seems like a more the times that I've watched
with them,
the times that I've watched gay sex for hours on end on video, it's always been, it's never been like, not that they can't be loving, it's not tender,
not
typically.
They get those hard-ons and something's
gonna
think
about it. It's like if you know, being sexual, if no women were involved, we would just get to decide. And it would be a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that, you know.
Well, the world population crisis wouldn't be
it's like tackle football.
Right. I mean, if nobody, I mean, there's things like Grindr where you just, your phone buzzes and you go meet a man anonymously.
I think if most women walked into a room where two men were having sex, they would run out of the room screaming. Like
most females.
Most females, yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Although there are, but anyway, so that's what. So to circle back to it, PrEP is a drug, which is kind of an amazing drug if you think about it. Because
miracle.
Yeah, really, it's a miracle drug, right? And I don't know if there's any side
effects.
Wouldn't
be Broadway.
Yeah, what about side effects? Drugs always have side effects.
Well, I don't know what the side effects to PrEP are, but I don't think they're
probably be fabulous.
Yeah, I was going to say side effects are
like really great fashion sex.
You're
make a mean hollandaise.
Yeah, you could put together a flower arrangement like nobody's business.
No. Homosexual males?
No. Making fun right along
celebrating the lifestyle.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I would love to go to a P&P party. I just read a book. I actually tried to get the writer on the show. I just read a book called Tweaker World.
Ooh,
and it's Tweaker is someone who does crystal meth a lot. And so
who is this by? Who's the author?
I could find it for you, but I found it.
I'll look it up. I might audible it.
I can share it with you.
Oh, please.
Yeah, but come on. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Listen. No. Look it up on my phone. Look at my Audible. Go ahead. Seriously. Don't waste your time.
Just put it in Tweaker World.
Just look it up in my Audible library. It's literally the first book in there. Because it might be called Tweaker Land. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's Tweaker World. Yeah, and the writer. Sorry to jump out of here for a minute, but the writer of
Tweaker World.
Yeah. Yep. The writer of the book. I hit him up on Instagram.
Jason Yamas.
Yeah, he's a Greek boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you
set him on the cover?
From the boys?
He's gorgeous. Yeah.
Wow.
In ancient Athens.
Like a Mateo Lane.
They always
Let me see this guy.
You can. Yeah, we're all. By the way, isn't it weird that we're sexually turned on by the guy who wrote Tweaker World, but kind of in a jokey way?
To be.
Yep.
That's you can kind of see him. It's very stylized. But
so
he looks handsome
with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flavor saver.
You're such a prude.
Yeah. I like
he
that.
Looks like Harry Reams or something.
Harry Reeves from
like that one?
Spinal Tap. Yeah. Well, no, but the book is about.
I don't care.
He's a young man who moves to San Francisco and descends into the shadowy world of bareback P&P.
Nice.
Gay. I love books. I love this book. I actually said I found the guy.
It's like a memoir.
Yeah,
great. Yeah, I'm
a memoir. Yeah,
I found him on Instagram and I was like,
"Bring him on."
Book. Well, I reached out once and he said, "Thank you for liking my book." And then, I mean, he doesn't.
Maybe he's big now. You know what I mean?
Trust me, in the book, he's bragging.
Certainly not flaccid.
Maybe he's big.
Yeah. So anyway, but you're right about crystal meth being a drug that like.
But that has to be very bad for you.
Oh, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. You're definitely running from something if you're probably if you're into partying.
I like the party part.
And you're shaving months off your life.
Yeah.
But also
each shot probably shaving months off.
I think, you think a drug that you can make in a bathtub with video head cleaner and Sudafed, would be good for you.
Shake and bake, baby.
The other one is GHB.
Uh-oh.
Now, it is a.
I never heard.
It's a cleaning It's a cleaning solvent.
So nice.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so.
And you
that
mix,
all-purpose?
Yeah, and you mix. No, I believe it's to clean like industrial steel.
Oh god.
I only know this from Tweaker.
That's what I want to take.
Good.
That's what I want to take
That
before I
is
party.
not
And you
good.
mix it with Mountain Dew,
Right.
and a capful, and you drink it
Good.
down,
Yeah,
and
great.
it provides euphoria. And I've
Holy
only done
shit.
it a few times, and the one time I did it,
I've only
done it 44 times.
Yeah. So how did
a
it feel?
few times.
Well, I never really got off on it because here's the one thing you're not supposed to do because you can kill yourself is you don't you do GHB, and when you do GHB, it's one of those drugs where you do GHB and nothing else with it. But I did GHB, and of course, being a big drunk, I drank on it. So I was with my friend, shout out to Dr. Justin. I was with my friend, Dr. Justin. He doesn't remember this, but I think he's actually on the Patreon. Hey, buddy.
Dr. Justin MD.
Yep. And we were out one night and we had done, or at least I had, I'm not going to throw him under the bus. I had done GHB. He was wearing one of those reflective stethoscope things on his head in a white coat.
He just came from
like a 50s doctor. No. And he said, are you doing GHB or whatever? And I said, yeah. And I'm like drinking like a Stolio and club soda with 2 limes. And he's like, you can't drink alcohol with GHB. You'll die. And I said, oh, come on. He goes, no, you got to you got to stop drinking. So
Dr. Justin's a real buzzkill.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
How is
Dr.
it that
Party
Can I
Pooper.
ask you a question?
Sure.
How is it that you are alive still?
Well, I mean, it's fine. I was
After
young.
your storied.
I mean,
you
he
know,
wasn't, you know,
it wasn't
listen,
that crazy.
the human body can endure a tremendous amount of, and I do think I put some holes in my brain, you know, but
yeah,
I think I
did too.
You'd never know it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Doesn't everyone start crying when a dog barks? You know, that seems like a normal thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. Or forget the capital of America on a regular basis.
America.
Yeah. What's the capital of America? I don't know.
North or south?
Yeah. America? Yeah.
Is
America
capital
America?
of America.
Yeah. So anyway, now here's a question. Now it's 75. You're on the back 8, let's say. Would if somebody came to you and like some hot girl, right? And said, look, let's do a little fucking crystal meth and fuck all night. Would you give it a shot? Would you just roll the dice?
No, I take.
You take
not
the pussy.
Not the crystal meth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken like a Viagra or a Cialis or anything like that? No. Oh, interesting. Okay. Now, do you think, and I don't really know what's going on with your love life, and I know you got something going on, but like, have you ever considered going on like a site like a Tinder or a blah, blah, blah?
Silver singles?
No.
Okay. Would if you were single, or maybe you are, I don't really know, but would you consider that? No. So if we were to make a profile,
I'm old school. I think that
he meets women on a bench.
Yeah. You meet people,
know?
right, according to the flow of natural life. You don't go on. No, God,
celestial
that stuff is
events.
really weird. Yeah.
Well, I think listen, I have never done it myself because I've been with my wife longer than that stuff has really been around. So I hear you, but it's the only way people meet these days.
I know that really, to me, that's very strange.
Okay.
And kind of sad.
Well, okay. I would counter that and say, if you looked at somebody who was born, say, 50 years before you, and they said, what, your parents didn't introduce you to each other?
Okay.
Then that would be strange.
Fair enough.
Different.
Fair enough. Different. That's true.
Yeah.
But we are creatures, we're sort of prisoners of our time.
And then 50 years before that, if you didn't meet your wife by trading her for a fat goose or a
there
horse,
wasn't some kind of a dowry involved.
A dray horse.
Fair enough. But so I can't get out of my time.
Right.
So to me, meeting on the internet or something is weird. But
I have said before, like if I was single, I feel like I would try to meet girls on the street because it's something that people don't do anymore.
Yeah, it's fun to have a good old fashioned.
Yeah,
but,
right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
But I don't know if being a 52-year-old guy rolling up on a bunch of
I mean, I love.
Well, what age are we talking about?
13, 14.
Oh yeah, well then
I do, but I do think like, and I have spoken. Okay, and to my point, I've spoken to girls that are like in their 40s or whatever, and they have said to me they wish that they could like go to bars again. Like the idea of going to a bar and meeting a guy is almost nostalgic.
But that can't be. How can that be true?
It's not exclusively
you walk
true.
down. There's tons of people in bars on weekend and this and that. They're not.
Yeah, but they're there
meeting
for
each other.
They
I think
are,
well,
but it's not like like a singles
so
bar,
weird.
which was a thing in the 70s and 80s, doesn't
That
really
doesn't
exist anymore. People, I feel like, and maybe Adam, you're a little out more, but you're barely out, but you're out more than I am, of course. But like people go out as groups now. It seems like.
okay, maybe sounds right.
Like this. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, the thing with the meeting at the bars, weirdly, because people are just swiping through apps and they can sort of do that passively. You already have people lined up before you even get to the bar, before it's even Friday night.
Okay.
Right. So I feel like it's kind of people probably still are meeting at bars from time to time or cafes.
Do you think you could
Having arranged a meeting, you mean?
Well,
But through
there's
the
that,
internet.
but I'm saying like just also organically.
or you could just go to a bar by yourself. That's not creepy, and you could just swipe and try to have girls meet
I've
you
known
at the
dudes
bar.
that are like bartenders and servers and stuff that have like met chicks that were there for a date and it didn't go well, and then they like get their
why
number.
not?
All kinds of shit like that.
Yeah,
happens.
of course.
Yeah,
Why
Imagine
not?
the next morning she's
But at least
sobbing.
it's live, and
but
like
the
natural.
volume of it is crazy. And you can also kind of, if you have a type or whatever, you can kind of it's very calculated and it's very efficient. So you can set the volume is so high that you might meet a chick like 1 out of 10 you might meet in real life.
And like everything in life, it is a numbers game. And
Right.
but like I had a friend of mine, and then he would, because this, like for example, this Tinder, you can set your radius within like a half a mile or a quarter mile.
That's kind of cool.
So what this guy would do is he would go to like a part of town that he doesn't know very well, and let's say, I don't know, out in the fucking Brooklyn or somewhere, and he would go to like a bar, sit down at the bar, and just fire up Tinder and just see what's around. And just be like, hey, I'm at McGillicuddy's.
Oh, that's kind of.
I remember when I was in visiting family, and I was at my sister's house, and I was going through, and I saw like some of her friends on there,
you go.
which was weird.
Yeah.
I
Any cute
just
ones?
for fun. It would always be fun. Not
I
really.
fucked 'em.
It would be fun. Yeah, as a goof.
Yeah. I got them all preggers.
Right. But it would be fun when you were, if you're on those apps, if you're traveling, to see kind of like what the local, if nothing else, just maybe for a laugh.
Yep. Having a laugh. Yeah. No,
taking the piss.
Yeah. I think that, Ted, I think you're absolutely right where you could do that. But again,
I never thought going to different neighborhoods though. That's interesting. That's like taking it to another level.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was with my buddy Desmond, and he's gay, and we were in the airport one morning on one of my Atlanta trips, and it was like 7 a.m, and we're walking through the fucking whatever you call that, terminal, and I hear him bzz, 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 and I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh, I've got Grindr on, and guys
probably
are trying to."
Republican senators.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably Larry Craig.
Yeah,
probably blowing up.
Mitch McConnell.
Here we go
in the handicap stall.
He got
now.
No, but that actually happened in an airport bathroom.
Yeah,
Larry Craig.
Those things happen.
He got caught in a sting.
Yep,
sting operation.
Larry Craig.
Was it an underage person?
The guy that played James Bond. Okay, Daniel Craig.
Same guy.
Don't you know this guy? He was up in North Dakota, Nebraska, something
like that.
And he was tapping his foot.
I was in the Minneapolis airport.
Yeah. Oh, that's why. A little hometown pride there.
Yeah, we got a sign. We still got the shoe where he tapped.
So because gays have like codes and things like that, so you would tap your
codes.
You would tap the theme to Cats.
And that meant
exactly. Mary Tyler Moore.
Usually means you're gay.
Oh yeah.
Because you love Liza Minnelli and all that shit.
Sure.
Well, that way you'd be in a stall.
See, are you a friend of Dorothy?
Right. And I just think, what do you do if I'm in a stall and you're in a stall? You're in, get it? And you're tapping your foot. Do I crawl under the stall
No.
How do you do
just
that?
go around?
Well, let's ask Adam how that actually works.
You just go around.
How do you do that? What do you do?
I'm speculating, but you go around.
But then isn't that
go
obvious?
around what? And open the door and go in?
Sure, you go in the next.
You
gotta wait until nobody's probably in there.
You can
probably,
crawl over.
hypothetically.
Hold on for a second. I'm in the stall. I'm tapping my foot. You're in the stall next to me. You're like, oh, tapping foot.
Sure.
That means I can get a blowjob. Do I then stand on top of the bowl? Like, because someone's going to see 4 feet. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, probably somebody stands, and then if you stand on the bowl, you're at the perfect
How do you know
height.
somebody's going to see 4 feet?
Because we're talking
There's
about a
giant-
public.
There's an 8-foot tall man getting a blowjob.
Yeah, It's like
Maybe
you're-
nobody comes in.
No,
It
we're-
could be
okay.
a 2-staller.
No,
Yeah.
guys, just like hold on for a second. I'm talking about
boys.
Paranoid.
I'm talking about an. I'm
No,
celebrating.
it's a valid
I'm
question.
talking about an airport bathroom. I'm
Yeah.
talking. This is where this guy got caught. What I'm saying to you is those bathrooms, even at 2 a.m, there's still people coming in and going. And
Right, but you see it's the thrill of possibly getting caught. That probably, that whole thing.
Okay.
How about the thrill of finishing
Yeah.
and
How about the thrill of
going
just-
and getting a sandwich?
Yeah,
That's another thrill, but there are
That's
different
the kind of
kinds
thrill I like.
thrills. But
you imagine like
some senators like the getting, the
Well,
walking on
I
the
know
edge
in the
thing.
Bloomingdale's bathroom
We
where there
talked
was
about-
cruising
yeah.
going on.
Bloomingdale's department store here on 59th Street.
Any of them, I think, but this
Oh.
was in Mall of America. But they had these like
All of them there.
full. They were like marble rooms.
yeah,
And so I know they probably
what?
went in there for that very reason because you couldn't see
Marble
the feet.
room,
They-
bathroom,
guys,
with
yes.
restrooms.
Interesting fact. They're actually referred to as rim job suites.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
Rimming.
a-
The
How
rimming.
do you know all of
suites.
this?
Because I've been around the
You
block.
read?
Yeah, I've been around. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I'm just kidding. But there's but it's the kind of thing where it'd be funny if you're like in the airport and you're in the terminal and you go up to one of the Hudson News and you're like, "Hey, do you guys sell lubricant?" I'm
You know,
asking.
maybe they used the bag trick, like the
Maybe.
was it Bloomingdale's or was it what?
It was the Bloomingdale's bag.
Yeah,
in
maybe
the
they
Hilton.
put their feet in the bag, maybe like that,
Well, I will say, gays are very ingenious with the giving and
or
receiving.
put the luggage in front of the door, maybe.
the wheeling luggage.
I'm like gay.
There are a lot
MacGyver.
of codes. Yeah. A lot
Yeah,
of code
sure
language.
hankies in the back pocket, and yeah.
Yeah.
Still need to do
It's very
that in this age
complicated.
of liberation. though?
Well, I mean, again, I think what you're talking about, I think there's a segment of the population that enjoys the illicitness.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's,
yeah, for
no, see,
sure,
that is
for
true.
sure.
That's right.
But I think also as
Yeah.
gay
that's the
sex
human
has
thing.
become more accepted and enjoyable.
Not here.
No, we're
All right.
very, it's
Not
fine.
around here. But
And you've never had any gay experiences. Or yes. What? Yeah. A
maybe.
little bit here and there.
Maybe.
Nothing wrong with that. It's okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a
Not
single
not a
thing.
goddamn
Should we
thing.
check in and say hi?
They
to
had
some
nothing to
folks?
do with love, however.
No.
Oh, I think that I
Just
think they had
no.
a deep connection.
A feral,
No.
a
I think
feral
they
love.
probably
It was
got to know
feral.
each other.
It was feral. It was had nothing to
Feral.
do with love.
Okay, let's say hi to everybody.
Let's say hi to the folks, and we're gonna go behind the beaded curtain.
Yep.
That's where it's gonna get
Yeah. You think
really
This
nice.
is just a warm
Hey,
up.
It's gonna
everybody.
get gayer.
Yeah, you think this is gay? Wait till the Patreon, folks.
Yes.
It's all we're gonna turn the cameras off. You're just gonna hear slurping.
Whoa.
Slurping
Basically.
and
No words,
and
just
dry- and-
sounds.
Yeah.
You ever heard dry weeping? That's right, folks. Dry weeping. Okay,
Wow.
go ahead.
Dry weeping.
Hi, everybody.
Dry weep.
Hi to Ted.
Hi,
Hi,
Ted.
to Smokey.
Hi, Smokey.
Hi to Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hi to Flimsy.
Hi, Flimsy.
Oh, I reckon. Oh, I know that guy. I met Flimsy.
Oh my gosh.
Get
a
hi
room.
to
See you,
hi to Eggplant Frank.
Hey, Flimsy. See you,
Eggplant,
Bloomingdale's.
right.
Yeah, we'll get a
See you at
room at the
Bloomingdale's, yeah.
Borgata. I met him
Uh-huh.
at the Borgata. Discreetly in the restroom.
Sure, of course.
Hi to Max.
Hi, Max.
Hi to JW.
JW.
Hi, Dr. Spergenberg,
I love that guy.
MD, medical doctor.
Yeah, he's a
Nice.
real doctor.
Let's see who else. The Hard One 74.
Whoa.
Yeah, all right.
He says that you explained to what To Catch a Predator was to Howard already on the show, and Howard said it was entrapment last time.
Oh my God, you're right.
So we've already actually had
Oh,
this
wow.
conversation.
Very good. Thank
All
you.
I didn't remember that either.
I don't
so.
either.
Well,
Decline says, "Am I in a pet store?"
fucking
um,
go ahead.
Let's see.
I am
Who
a
else?
pet
Who else?
store.
Who else? Chris Mack says, "Afternoon."
Hi, Chris. Hello.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
Who
Hello,
else?
hello,
Smokey
hello.
the Spurg. Anybody else?
By the way,
Jimmy I,
no
Gustav, Josh Jack.
Hi, Josh. Hi,
No
Josh.
Ovo.
females listen to
No,
the
we
show.
got a couple.
I knew it. I said
Who
that
knows?
last
There could have
time.
been. There could have
These
been.
could be. Everyone here could be a female except for Ted. Ted's all man.
Yeah. All right.
By the way, I know that they just said am I in a pet store. You know, do you see Harvey Blindstein might be getting out of prison?
I heard. Yeah.
Well,
maybe
here's the thing.
overturned.
Let me
Right.
let me just touch on this for 1 second.
Please.
If it gets overturned in New York, he still got convicted in L.A. It's not like
Yeah, it's only one of the cases.
That's true. However,
oh yes, hold on. We have a call from the rape apologist. Go ahead.
the California case was proven in part on the same basis as the New York case, which was overturned here. That is that there was testimony about prior acts that were not related to the allegations of the people who were involved in the case. Therefore, the Weinstein's lawyers are now properly going to appeal the California conviction on the same basis. So let's see what the California Supreme Court says about that.
Wow.
Could you imagine Blindstein's are out on the prowl again?
Imagine when he comes out and he wins like 3 Oscars and he's just on.
And I think this is a
huge
portent.
renaissance.
And my
That would be
intuitive
insane.
feeling is that this is a portent to the disposition of the Trump cases.
And that's all we're going to talk about with that one.
Okay,
Thank
we're going
you
to go
very
behind
much.
the beaded curtain,
I knew
everybody.
you guys
Hold
would
on,
love
before
that
we
one.
go, please like, share. We need our watch hours up. If you go on the YouTube channel,
Oh yeah,
Adam made 2 things. There's the no guest playlist and there's the guest playlist.
Yeah.
All you have to do is click on that. It's free and just let it play.
Yeah, let it play.
And just open like a window or something on a laptop and just go to bed. Forget about it.
And
Let
I
it-
would say also open a window too.
yeah, let it, because it's going to get funky.
Open
Yeah.
and physically open a
Yeah,
window.
these shows will get your house musty.
Yeah.
So please, if you don't mind doing that, and again, if you're not on the Patreon, I encourage you, especially if you've been listening to the show for a long time, Patreon. And if you're on the Patreon, remember, on the Patreon, you sign up, send us me, frankly, or send either, whatever. Get your address, and I will send you a headshot. So you'll get it out.
nice.
It's signed, it's autographed,
Adorable.
personalized. I know it's stupid, but it's kind of fun to do. And everyone at this point, by the way, one more thing we'll go over. If you're on Patreon and you haven't got your headshot yet, then send it to me again, because in my mind, everyone's gotten their headshot. So if you haven't gotten it yet, because I went to earlier this week, I went on Monday and I got rid of all of them and they should all be done. But so if you haven't gotten one by now, then let me know and I will put it out there. Okay, that's it. We're going to go. Everyone have a great weekend and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Goodbye.